Hello, this is Ray Felix. I'm here today. We're going to do our part 3 with Catch the Craze. Now, in the first 2 parts, we met up with, my brain is like, whoa. We met up with the Sam Vera, and we had Johnathan, and we had George. We didn't have Anibal. So we were and we had Chris also. And we also had Gary Cohn that came in and joined in our little conversation. So today we're going to have the 4 horsemen. All 4 of the horsemen are going to be here today. Yes, talking like a wrestler. And it's going to be freaking cool because, because of COVID and everything, you don't get to see your friends the way you used to, and a lot of you guys too. I don't get to see any of you here, my friends, my family. We only have Facebook and Twitter to argue and Instagram. And, my great escape is not Facebook anymore. It's TikTok. So, it's like, but what's happening in the world today, all the crazy stuff, kind of, all this Asian hate, which is terrible. It's not new, but it is terrible. It's awful. And I think it's about time that they start to address it. It was a cultural norm for a long time. And I think America has to own up to it because, let's face it, you don't usually see Asians publicly making statements about abuse, and it was tolerated for a long time. And it's about time that they spoke up because it's out of control, and of course, because of our former president putting this racist forefront, it's about time. My own wife is terrified going to work. And even before the shutdown, she was dealing with a lot of that stuff. So, it's a scary time, it's a very scary time. And we're living through history. So may we all power through and support all cultures, all nationalities, because we're only one race. We're the human race, and we need to remember that. There's not a white race or a black race or a Hispanic race. We're all one race, one species. But we do have a diverse culture, diverse languages, and we come from beautiful places all over the world. We live on one planet. And if we don't get our acts together, Mother Earth is going to boot us out. So let's get it together, people. Okay, let's stop arguing and fighting. Life is short. And any of those who lost someone during the pandemic knows that very well, So let's enjoy each other for the short time that we're here on this planet in peace. So that's very important. And it's April 1st, and we came to a full close of Eisner month. As you can see, you will be seeing some video. It took me some time to get it together, but I have my studio here set up for Eisner month. It was Eisner week for reading graphic novels, but Eisner month, I say, and many people say Eisner month because there's a lot of things happening in the month of March for Will Eisner. I got my Eisner mannequin. He's wearing the wrong hat. And I got my Eisner artwork, which is slightly blinded and flooded. enough of that. My camera's back on, so you gotta be careful. So we will be doing an edited video of a close-up on each of Eisner's works with some commentary coming up. I'm behind the time. I should have done this 3 weeks ago, but it's a whole lot of stuff going on. And plus, it was Women's History Month. Very important to recognize the women around us, our mothers, hi Ma, our grandmothers, if they're still with you, our aunts, and those women who inspired us and made changes in this world today. So yeah, I mean, it's super, super important that we recognize the contributions to everyone. Everyone deserves to be recognized, to be given credit for the things they've invented or things that they've contributed to. One of my favorite ladies, aside from my wife, is Angela Davis. Because I mean, Angela Davis, let's face it, she overcame a lot, from being falsely accused of giving guns to members of the Black Panther Party, to holding people hostages, to being put on death row and going to court and fighting Ronald Reagan, Governor Reagan, and then beating him. And then she ran for president. She's the first woman to run for president. If anyone doesn't realize that, it was Angela Davis, not Kamala Harris. But she ran not as a Democrat, not as a Republican, not as a Green Party, not as a Libertarian, but for the American Communist Party. Now people are like, oh, the American Communist Party. But that's an actual party. It really exists. They don't get TV time, but she ran as president in, I think, 1980. So, I mean, let's recognize Angela Davis. I'm going to break my table here. So let's bring on our guests. We got Sam in the house. Let's bring him on. Let's go. We have Vera in the house. That's the Craze crew. All right, let's get Sam. You feeling pumped up? Feeling pumped?
Like I'm at some sort of
Club.
like Chris Puppet. It's like some techno club.
The website that I used for that, they didn't have my old theme, and I was really upset about that. So I was like, I gotta come up with a new song.
I like that little intro.
It's nice, right? I'll show you the website. You know.
Oh my goodness, Ray is growing up.
You know what it is? I would say I'm incredibly lazy, but I'm not. I'm just incredibly distracted because I'm always trying to do everything at once. Like I'm over here, like I'm going to try to get on Instagram. But I was like, no, it's not going to happen today.
It's best when you're drawing. When you try to do a podcast, until they have that software where you can seamlessly incorporate it. I just use it when I'm drawing.
Yeah.
Because it's just too complicated.
Yeah, way too complicated. Yeah. And we got your boys here. Let's see, Anibal.
Arroyos con pollos.
Arroyos con pollos. Yes. Let's go ahead.
What up, fellas?
What's up?
Going on, bro? How's everything?
We're good. We're good.
Right.
Where's your peguelos?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're in here somewhere.
You can't find them. You can't see.
Awesome work, by the way, on Forbidden.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You guys made your goal, right? You went over your goal?
Yeah, we made the first stretch goal. Yes. The campaign ended, and now I'm just waiting for the colorist to finish the extra pages because the stretch goal, we added 4 additional pages.
Nice.
So by Friday, that'll be done. That's the only thing that's left. Everything else went to the printers, the posters, the stickers, all that stuff went to the printer. And the people that's supposed to get shirts, that's already been mailed out.
Yeah.
But
I was saying, if you want to send me a shirt or a book, it doesn't matter. Just whatever, you know.
Yeah, you didn't qualify for a shirt, buddy.
Okay, I don't remember. I don't know. I just been like click, and then that was it. I don't,
Yeah, so now we're just
waiting. A pencil.
Yeah, we're waiting for the stuff to come back from the.
We have our Catch the Craze pencil here.
Like, yeah, so not not this Monday, but the Monday after is when everything will go to the printers.
That's awesome. Wait, what printer are you using?
I'm using I forgot the name of the guy. He's doing because we got a gold cover, a hollow foil cover, and a standard cover. So he's doing all three.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. But dollar for dollar, everything went on the campaign. Dollar for dollar, it's all gone.
That's how it should be. It should pay for itself, you know.
Every single % went it. So, and now we're just I'm finished that up, and now I'm just getting ready for Catch the Crazies #3.
Wow. And Adonia, how many pages was that you worked on?
Wow.
He did.
Oh, man.
The stuff that was published was 27 and 16, so that's like what 37, 43. He did 43 pages plus about 7 covers.
That's cool.
That's just the published stuff. Then on my end, as well,
stash that I never even knew about.
Both our ends, there's like artwork that's never been seen before that we just found, like stacks of pages, bro. Like it's crazy.
Isn't that funny how that works out like that?
Yeah, you know what's even crazier is, so now I'm looking at the pages that he did, and I'm like, and I'm looking at the pages that the other artist did for those, and I'm like, do I just continue on and then leave it off where the last page ended, or so
Sam,
I'm looking at
there's literally enough between the two of us pages for like an entire issue.
Really? Was these doubles like redraws or
like just off of the stuff that was never published on my end? That would have been my issue 3, my third issue.
Oh my gosh! So this is your behind the scenes book, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Nothing should go to waste, you know.
We got George.
Never going to waste.
We're going to bring out George. All right,
yes.
George. So you want to give him his beat on when he comes in, or what?
The beat?
He can never hear it. George can never hear it.
I can never hear the stupid beat.
I'll put my beat.
Oh man, the nice, crazy Euro fried techno music.
He got the glow
Yes, the little light sticks, glow lights.
They bring it back to the limelight, right?
That's awesome, bro.
Oh shoot, the limelight. What's up, fellas?
Your mic is
What
static.
up, man?
What's up?
Yo,
We're talking about
what's up?
your art. We're missing one more guy, right? Johnathan. Is he coming in?
John Diesel, he's gonna make an entrance. Where's he at?
Yeah, man, I gotta tell you, George, you gotta get a new headset because that shit's crackling like crackle pop. Yeah, I got this one. You know, I don't even use it, but it's like I got tinnitus, so it's like makes my ears ring and like. Yeah. Oh, he went blank. What happened? Here, quick, grab him, take him.
There.
I got it.
You good?
That's better, right?
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
better.
He must be in another channel because he just sent me a message.
Oh, he's on another channel.
I don't know where he's at. He's lost in limbo.
Yo, I'm telling you, you can't make it up. He's special.
That's not possible. I just sent one link.
He should have made
Hey,
a
Hey Ray, real quick before I forget, someone had inquired about your Bronx Heroes Con, so I'm asking for them. Is that a thing? Is it still going on? Or are you bringing it back? So there it is.
It's still coming. It's going to be. I don't know the month yet, but it's going to be in the summer.
All
So
right.
this is the actual situation. I got one offer to do it in the summer, and that's a paid rental. I'll be renting the space, but it's a huge space. And the second one is a free space, but it's in September, in the fall. So I might use both. I might do 2 shows. If I'm crazy enough to do 2 shows, but right now I'm focusing on the first one and see how's it go. I don't know if you guys remember, I did 2 shows like 2 weeks apart. Once upon a time, I did Bronx Heroes Comic Con, then I did Superheroes Comic Con, and that was nuts. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was like 2011. And it was crazy. People were confused, like, which one is it? Like, they thought it was the same event, you know? so you can't have 2 events that are too close because people show up to the wrong show. You know?
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you were doing a bunch of shows, man. You had a lot of stuff going on in the Bronx.
I did, and then I also was a consultant for the White Plains Comic Con that was in the White Plains Library that was for Nancy Silbercleat and the White Plains Youth Bureau. I did that for 2 years. So yeah, I was all over the place, you know.
Yeah,
And then helping in other people's cons too. So you know, yeah, just too much. It's like I just want to sit home and draw.
I just sent John. I tried to send John the link that you sent us in the group that he's in, but
He's in the waiting room. What waiting room?
What waiting room? Where is it?
I don't know what waiting room. How many waiting rooms you got, bro?
No, I know. I don't. Let me see. Let me take one of these things out.
I'm chatting with him now. He just sent me a message.
Yeah, he's
there he goes. There he goes. All right.
All right.
Are you ready? Are you ready for him to come in? Let's
do it.
Let's get that music going.
There he is.
Like this.
Go, John. Go, John. Go, John.
What happened?
You went to the wrong studio?
Boy.
You went to the wrong digital studio?
Dude, I was in here before everybody was in here. I don't know how I always end up last. I'm the first person in the door, last to come in. I don't get it,
bro.
Well, you like
How did that happen?
Whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
That's
We
hilarious.
were looking for you. I was wondering if I sent you a different link, but it was all from the same link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
think we
I
all
was
picked the
chilling
same
in
one.
here. I got the light set up. I put on my new
Really?
shirt and everything, and I'm
I
just
said
sitting.
I put on my new shirt.
Now,
Yeah, your Luther Vandross going?
were you the one that was
Yeah.
using
Yeah, trying. I'm trying, but I don't know. No,
Hey,
I
fellas.
don't know.
Fellas,
We
I
got
want
the
to
whole
be
crew
I want to be
here.
the one to say it, fellas. Happy anniversary. April is our month.
Really?
The
There you
horsemen came together
In April?
2004.
Oh wow!
Get out of
Okay.
here, really?
Wow.
Yeah,
So here we so
Wow.
you opened it up. You opened it up. So why don't you tell us, how did you guys all meet at Oyo? Go for it, man.
It was
We all met. Wow. Let me see. Where was this? Was it at that crazy convention in Jersey? That Star Wars convention that these guys were at that they definitely did not belong at? Is that the
Yeah.
one? That's got to be the one. That's got to be the one. They were being interviewed by a banana, some dude in a banana suit.
Damn.
Oh, yes. The banana.
Oh
Yeah.
wow!
But the true story is we were all on a lineup. That's how it happened.
Why didn't you guys belong at the Star Wars show? Why? Because why wasn't it your show?
We weren't
Dude.
we didn't have anything Star Wars. Everybody was looking for Star Wars memorabilia and all that stuff, and we were comic guys. And
Well, you know what it is? Sam had a book called Cosmic Wars. And he was like, you know what? This would be a good place to promote Cosmic Wars because it's Star Wars, Cosmic Wars. And we got there and it was straight up Star Wars. Like nobody wanted to know any other wars than Star Wars. That's
They
the
didn't
only
want
wars
the
they cared
Wizard
about.
Wars
Yeah.
either.
That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
yes, so we met. Yeah, we were on Inkswell, was the documentary,
Yeah.
and we met a
That was the banana guy, Inkswell.
yeah, the Inkswell was the documentary that we were being interviewed on. Wise guy, and then we met Anibal, who was walking around. He had a sad face in his, and we're like, "Are you okay, young man?" And he was like, "No, we're about portfolio." So
I was like, I want a comics job. I want to do what you guys do. And do you guys remember the guy next to you?
yeah, green set.
He had two chicks with him, and he was promoting his comic. And I actually was supposed to go work with them.
Really?
We exchanged emails or whatever. And then when I hit them up and I sent them samples or whatever, I got a return to sender. I guess like something fell through or whatever, and that's how I ended up actually linking up with you guys. I've always forgotten to mention that one. I think they were called Wet Ink Comics, if I remember correctly.
Wet Ink Comics?
Wet Ink Comics, yeah.
Opposed to the Dry Ink Comics. The other guys.
They're all washed up. But yeah, so that's it was Anibal was showing us his portfolio.
Oh, all right, cool. Your work is amazing. I gotta tell you, but, there's always more than one side to the story, and I think Johnathan had a different say in that story, right, Johnathan? I think last week he was saying something a bit different.
I'm making the point. I want my credit. I'm the one that scouted out Anibal. They always take credit from me. I scouted him out. I called him over.
Yeah, John. Yeah, John made the. Yeah, John definitely.
We make it sound like Anibal walked over to the table and found us. Meanwhile,
Yeah, I had nothing to do with it. I was just there, you know.
John definitely was the one to reach out. Definitely.
He's like, Papi. You got art.
Salud, Ray.
Uh-oh.
Salud.
It's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Here's to your anniversary. So
there you go.
Anniversary.
Thank you.
I knew he was gonna sing.
That's Sam's thing. You got to have a New Kids on the Block song with the word anniversary in it.
Oh.
So Anibal basically said you guys were his second choice. He's throwing shade.
Ooh.
Who's that?
Oh.
We weren't hot enough.
Oh,
Anibal
man.
was the ones that were up, you know.
Where we at? Where are we? What are we doing?
That's you coming from YouTube. There's a Jay Salazar. Is that the fifth Beatle for you guys or what?
Yeah, that's one of my homies from Texas, man. Yeah, one of my Air Force buddies there. Yeah, he supports. He's always down with the shows and stuff. He goes into the Kickstarters and throws like ducats in there. So you know, shout out.
We love Salazar.
And on top of that, he's also a nurse down in Texas. So he's one of those vital, important.
Yeah.
Yes, the shirt is on its way.
Oh my goodness.
The books will come after the shirt. You'll get the shirt before the book.
Oh, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, I send out a few invites. Couple of people should be tuning in.
Very cool.
What's up, Michael? San Martino.
Yeah.
Mike's another one, bro. Big shout out to
coming
Mike.
in to support.
The official
Mike is a huge supporter. He's always down for it. He always supports. He always lays down the dough, buys whatever.
Michael is funny, bro. That guy says it.
And on top of it, he's got the quippy one-liner. Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
So whose idea was it to start doing the interviews in the comic conventions? Who was the brainchild of that?
Oh, it's that crazy dude up there.
Oh, that's Sammy boy.
Sending people out.
Kristen Aluas, what's up? Yeah.
Sam's not paying attention. He's looking at the people. Look at him. He's like, oh, look at the people.
Always gotta give props to the people. You always gotta respect the people. But anyway, it's like I feel like I'm on my own show. I always stop to recognize everybody.
It's fine.
Ray, step aside. I'm thinking
Sam is looking at his adoring fans.
We'll give Sam the spotlight over here. Where's he? Somewhere over here. Oh, here you go. Over here. I got it. All right. He's trying. He said drop him in. There we go.
I don't see it.
Oh, it's not working.
Yeah, Sam is really waiting for himself.
Oh, man. Ray.
Oh, where'd he go?
Oh, man, Ray.
I'm in the waiting room. I'm backstage.
He's on the backstage. We'll figure it out one day.
Oh,
You said drop it and drag it, right? There you go.
There it is.
There we go.
Friends, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Put on the crazy techno music, man.
Yeah.
Tell us, how did you
Put on that freaky techno music.
That shit is great.
Here we go. Yeah. Now it's the party.
That music is great.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
John, what are you doing? Put it away.
He's sing a song. He's like, where?
¿Qué pasó?
Tell us, how did you come up with this idea to start interviewing people?
Listen, music again.
The delay. That's all the way from Japan now. The 3-second delay.
Is it? Oh, hi. John is techno, not salsa. Yeah, no. John was doing some sort of jiggling, but no. So back in the day, podcasting. I went to a podcast summit when in the early inception when they're trying to introduce podcasting to everybody and people trying to understand what the hell it was. At that time, it was the food industry was going into podcasting, the cookie shows. They were starting to go into that direction.
Oh, yeah, there is.
And so I went to a summit and then I got on a podcast. iFanboy.
Right.
And at that time, it was just Comic Geek Speak and iFanboy. And so, you know me, once I see something and I'm like, I recognize the potential, I already started tapping into them. And I was like, yo, tell me how you do this, how you do that. And I already started, brainstorming. And so I went out, knew nothing of, and I was in the music industry before. So I went out and got a mixer, got the mics, set it up. So, George, we're going to start doing this, because I looked at it as a means to not only promote Crazy Comics, but also network and build relationships with the people in the industry.
Smart.
And at that time, it was a lot easier to talk to the mainstream.
There was nobody. Yeah, nobody was doing it.
We had Mike Oming. We had
you guys are the first.
Frank Polito. We had it was easier to talk to the mainstream guys than it is now, because we were one of 3. There was less than 10 podcasters that were doing it.
Right.
Wait, real quick, Ray, you have the Bronx Heroes logo right on Anibal's face. Just move it. No, I'm just saying, put us all in the grid. There you go. Anibal was like that shit was all up in his face. Like, back up, man.
No, George, he doesn't have his glasses on. He won't notice.
Anibal, you saw that? I did notice that towards the end while Sam was talking. I think that's right. Yeah.
Anyway, guys.
George.
He was trying to move the sign. He's like, hello. So I looked at it as a double-edged sword. I said, all right, here's a means to not only build our brand, but also gain exposure and network with people in the industry, and hopefully make those connections that is going to broaden our reach. So that was the initial thought process when I created Catch the Craze.
That's awesome. That's great, man. Yeah, and you guys, I remember you guys had Michelle Martin.
Yeah,
and she was going around doing stuff, and
we had Michelle St. Martin,
Keith Murphy,
Dadion Torres. Let's see, Keith Murphy, Dadion Torres, Michelle St. Martin. We had several field reporters that were like Keith Murphy did live interviews at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
We initially, when we started, it was me and John, and I have George. He did a couple of them. John was doing a few interviews in the field. That's how we met Vex Comics. We met Charles Dixon. We met a lot of people that way. But yeah, at the time, it was like everybody wanted to be a part of it, and that was the fun part of it. And that's why our rankings and our views at that time, I didn't understand it. Right. So when I'm looking at George, I'm like, we got 100,000 hits, and we don't know what the hell that is. Now I want 100,000 hits. I was like,
you're not gonna get 20.
No, yes,
no, for real.
I didn't know it was a gold line we were sitting on, and walking away from it, looking back, it's like, man, if we would just stuck to it,
you would have millions. You'd be Kevin Smith. You'd be
Kevin Smith. Yeah, word.
But. That was a part of it. It was fun. It was just we were having fun. We loved hosting the indie after parties. We loved doing all that stuff. It was just fun.
That's awesome, man. That's really cool. And then you guys went. You did like the Beatles did. You came out with your own solo albums after. Your solo careers.
No, I became Bobby Brown, and they were Bell Biv DeVoe. They stood together.
Right.
Bobby Brown. Yeah, he had a drug problem. Sam had a drug problem. Went away. Went into rehab. And we kept it going.
So he got Whitney hooked on crack, right?
Yeah, he got Whitney.
Dude, I actually interviewed them.
Yes, look at that.
Let's see these books. Hold on, let me highlight this over here. All right, let's put this down.
You get the big screen. I get the block.
The collection of publications that we read.
Anibal keep getting blocked out.
We did our solo
those here.
during the era.
We're gonna put you on the big screen over here. Hold on a second.
I'm taking
show your books. Show your books, George.
My personal favorite.
Oh, there you go.
God, hold me up if you got it, bro.
It's a hot mess.
Let's see. Annabelle gets his books in there. Let's see.
Bam.
Let's see.
We'll figure it out. There
we go. There we go.
Yes, there we go.
So Anibal, you're like the George Harrison of the group, right? You're like the deep artist. Look at those books. My God, he's cranking them out.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Badasses.
Wow.
let's see, the Lords
Lords
of
of Nevada.
Hot Tails Badasses. We might bring that one back, actually.
Nice, yeah, Hot Tails, badasses. Wow, that's cool. You did that cover too?
No, that's
Who
not.
did that? That was Luca. Right?
Luca. Yeah.
He was an Italian artist.
Nice.
we
It looks like it
commissioned
because that's not very PC these days.
No.
No.
And-
Warp.
Lord-
Now that's one of Jonathan's books.
This was something we worked on with Jonathan, actually.
so you and
for,
Jonathan. All right, cool.
Future Scope project here.
Nice. Very awesome.
Look at those 80s retro hair.
For real.
Yeah, right.
The colors too. There's like this is very 90s. Cryptic looks like a what was the name of that comic book with Danzig? The Danzig comic books over here. You know, like that looks like the creepy horror.
Urban Tales of Fright. Big shout out to Gary Camp. He did the logo for
Yeah,
Did he really?
Gary did that. Yeah, Gary did the.
Gary Camp, the really?
He's got a story in here as well. The Mala Noche story. That character right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Gary Camp. Yeah, he's one of the OGs.
One of the OG Bronx heroes, right?
Right, OG.
That book also has our collaboration. Anibal.
Yep. Our very first solo project, our very first collaboration together, me and Jorge.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Mhm.
We did the writing together. He did the artwork on it.
Yeah, you got Chatanandra on there too. Wow.
Oh, yeah, jam.
Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Nice. La Chila.
Come on, man. You're Puerto Rican. Chilla.
Yeah.
You know what that means? Come on, bro.
He said you're Puerto
You're from the
Rican.
Bronx. La Chilla.
He's not Puerto Rican. He's a Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican.
I'm a Puerto Rican Colombian.
Ray, is it Reynaldo or Raimundo? What's your full name?
He's a Lumberican.
I'll tell you this funny story. Birth name is Reynaldo, but no one ever called me that in my house. They always called me Ray. So like, only when I was in trouble at school.
That was it.
Felix.
Oh, damn.
They didn't even call me by my birth name my entire life at home. So I had a
Jesus Christ.
at home. This is an official breaking news. At home, my entire family was Pucci. Where's Pucci? Where's Puchito?
Pucci. You would be a Pucci. You
Wow.
You got the nickname.
Remember that
commercial?
I was Pito.
Remember
Pito.
They call me Pito.
Pucci for girls.
Wow.
That's because he had
Wow.
Dogs, ain't it? That's like a dog man.
Pucci over dogs.
Roll over Pucci.
That was it.
Oh,
I didn't even know my name was Sam.
Are you guys working to collaborate again? And are you guys coming back together? Are the Beatles going to have a reunion, like a reunion comic book? Or?
We should. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Anything's possible, man. You know.
Come together.
Yeah, for real.
Okay. Just throw words out there. Sam will get a song.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah. Absolutely. So.
The convention in Wayne. Who's all going to be there? I know Sam and Johnathan are.
And George.
I'm gonna be there because we have a panel we're doing at the PowCon.
Oh,
Very soon. Yeah, we're doing a podcasting panel with Sammy. So.
Yes.
Very cool.
Okay.
Breaking news. Yes.
Are you going to do like live streaming from the convention?
Yes. As long as he has Wi-Fi, we're going to live stream the event. We're going to have 2 cameras, one on us and one on the audience. And it's going to be on how to break into podcasting.
What happened?
Yeah, right.
I was trying to move to the side, and the box hit me in the back. It's terrible. It's terrible. Almost a man down.
So we're doing on how to break into podcasting from the basics to actually branding and expanding. So and we're gonna have raffles and prizes, and it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna be on site signing for the Crazies, and George will be signing for Wonder Duck and Rush 5377, and I'll be also signing for Cosmic Wars and Forbidden and all the kids' books.
You know, it's funny.
Nice.
I love duck characters. I think duck characters are the coolest. And I think because it's like because of Howard the Duck, because of Daffy Duck, because of Donald Duck, But it's almost like you didn't get a cease and desist from Disney or Warner Brothers for that.
Not yet, my man. Not yet. I'm still flying under the radar. Maybe I'm just not big enough yet.
Yeah.
But nothing.
That looks cool. I mean, listen, I was a big fan of Disney Afternoon growing up. There's no denying that. And Gizmo Duck was like my joint. Like I loved that character, Gizmo Duck. And when I was younger, I was like, I need to come up with my own character. So I came up with Wonder Duck, and that's how Wonder Duck came about. But yeah, these guys, the artists on the book are from the Philippines. Good. Oh, you didn't draw this?
No, Nine Life Studios. I wrote the story, but Nine Life Studios did all of the artwork inside.
Wow! So you got the slave labor going on there.
Oh damn! Cancel!
No, I just heard. I never experienced it, but I heard that some writers go outside to get cheaper rates because the rates are cheaper out there than over here.
It was at one point. It's comparable now, bro. Like they I'm telling you, and their artwork is so good, so they know because a lot of American writers and people here are sending work out there. They're like, wait a minute, we're not. We can charge more now. Right. They're in demand. So yeah, no, it's not as cheap as you would think it is.
Okay, because I know I lost a few jobs to those guys.
Did you? How long ago? Like a while ago, or like
maybe like over a decade ago.
Oh yeah, over that, dude. Yeah. This book right here is 6 issues.
Right.
It cost me. I was paying like $500 per 22 pages for pencils, inks, and colors.
Dude,
all
that's dirt cheap. That's
cheap. So there's no way you were going to compete with that.
$15,000 job right there.
Yeah, you were never going to compete with that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
back then, now it's different.
I go international all the time.
Really?
Well, you know what it is. I put it out there. I had one local. I don't know about JC Grande is from I think El Salvador, right? But yeah, so the last guy that was from Poland. One is from the colorist is from Brazil. I had someone from the Philippines. So what I do is I put here's the budget, here's the job, here's the timeline, and people bid on it. And so it's usually the ones who say you're crazy, blah 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 blah. I don't even allow them to comment because I usually lock the forum. I lock the forum and I said if you're interested, you just have to contact me directly. Right. And then I usually get about 40-50 people that contact me, and then you pick which one meets your criteria, your style that you're looking for, and you go with there.
Interesting. Yeah. I did that one time with when I was looking for models for the OD's Helpful Hints, my adult comic book back in the day, and Craigslist. I got like tons of like women sending me these scantily photos, and my wife's like, "What's going on? I'm coming to this interview."
She said, "I'm coming to this interview,"
and then you get to this big 600-pound dude, hairy chest. Michael San Martino says Darkwing Duck is his favorite character.
Darkwing Duck was the boy.
Yeah,
Darkwing Duck was I love Darkwing Duck.
He was the joint.
Darkwing Duck.
Great.
Well, Howard the Duck Black and White magazine was the best.
I love Howard the Duck. I don't know why they do a remake because that's the bomb. They should do a Howard the Duck series on Netflix.
Well, I heard that Kevin Smith was going to write it for Marvel, and then But
Kevin Smith was also supposed to be producing Sam and Twitch for Todd McFarlane, the series on the BBC, and that fell through.
Yeah, he's a flake. I never.
What social media do you guys use to get your names out there?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of you guys, and I'm a big fan of Kevin Smith's podcast. That's why I drop his name so much. I
gotta check that out. I haven't checked it out.
Yeah. And I actually was on an unaired episode of Comic Book Men. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I think it was unaired because we had a Kirby versus Stan Lee war, and Jack Kirby won. They can't put that on there, so.
Nice.
Yeah, that was like a few years ago. That was for season 5. It never aired, and then they invited me to season 8. So I was like, right. So I was getting ready. I did the video because you have to do like a little like a trailer. You have to send them a trailer video of what you're going to sell, what you're going to promote, and then they got canceled like after their first episode or something like that, or right before their first episode. So I don't know. C'est la vie. But you guys should do that. You guys should have your own TV show. You guys should get together and do like a cable network thing. You just got to think of a theme, you know?
Yeah.
And we'd have to have a advisory warning at the beginning because something's going to go wild. Like we got to protect ourselves. A disclaimer or something because it's going wild. You know, so.
The goal is to continue to grow Catch the Craze and the brand, and hopefully create enough of appeal that that becomes an option.
Yeah, Alien in My Toilet could be a Netflix cartoon easily. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can make that like they have so many cartoons out there, like BoJack Horseman and all that stuff. I could see your cartoon as that. You know?